Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Ignore that I forgot to change uh, the title and the game before starting. But we're going to go back to Disco Elysium this week. It's been a bit since we've played, so I'll try and recap everything that I remember. Um, okay. There we go, there we go. Or I'll say you're getting demoted to over here. Um, okay. So let's continue. I don't remember putting this outfit on. Okay. So it's Wednesday. We've just gone to Wednesday, which is when the other half of the map uh, opens up to us. So we're at the Fisherman's Shack. Let me just look at the done tasks. Sorry. Okay. So we've talked to Clausier. We've found out that the guy was shot and then hanged. We found out we're looking for Ruby right now, who's involved with. She was part of the Hardy Boys, and she left. She went on the run. So yeah. We also investigated some other places as well, and now we're here. I don't remember if I talked to you. Let's do it anyway. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed. Lean forward. Oh, god damn it. I always forget. Okay, there we go. So she welcomed us to the fishing village. She said that they don't cause any trouble and they don't want any trouble because we're police. Hi, Comfort.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
I feel like this option is not very good. What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Right, she has cataracts.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Listen. Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out.
No, it's not like that, man. With him we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
Fair enough.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
Ruby was here. You know it.
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Okay, I'll take it. Get keys to your new home.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
What's in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
She tightens the scarf around her neck. Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Who? What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
All right. There's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents. other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is on Down Coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
That's it? There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a slash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
I really like that the name choice we chose at the beginning is following us through all these options. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Costu.
Your parents must have had big plans for you. Wonder if you measured them.
I don't think so.
The question must be prompted by your sloppy posture. Straighten your back, man.
Goodbye. I'm off. Anyway, let's go in here.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
I appreciate that they give you a free spot to sleep now. You can, if you choose the right options, you can actually sleep on the street, if I remember correctly. I think? I don't actually remember that well. Okay, we got a new jacket. Koro Jev jacket. The floorboard creaks under your step.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
A bullet. Interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
We don't have a gun. Yeah, we didn't... Yeah, we haven't found that yet. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. Old science fiction magazines, books about board watching, an almanac from 39.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
My forward base for the coastal part of the operation.
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of seagulls. Far below the birds, a wooden boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables and benches, echoes from a long-lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the wall.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Revachol forever.
Nice. We still have to sing karaoke. I didn't forget about that. Oh, we did get a tape. Okay, guys. When we get to Wednesday night, we're gonna sing karaoke. Anyway. Where's our armor? Let's do this one. Inspect Clasier's boyo. I don't know how to say that. She said it was on the coast. The boy. We have to find it. I think we can talk to her again after we find it. Oh. Let me interact with it. Looking back at you from the rust-colored water. You should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling. It passes quickly. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorned these reeds. Oh, we got a quick travel location. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. I like the church in this game. It's nice.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Rattle the doors to see if they open.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work. Do you think our suspect is hiding inside?
He raises his sight to the darkened window overhead. She might be. It's worth checking out anyway.
The lieutenant nods, silently. High above, the wind wraps the church in its rush, cold and wet from the ocean bay. It parts around the massive keel-shaped roof, like a test tunnel washing both sides, the way it has done for 340 years. The wind keeps its distance. So should you.
What is this feeling?
There is a hole in my heart.
The lieutenant looks at the padlock. He didn't hear you asking. You were quiet enough.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. 2 large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam. How does it know it's been 304 years? It's kind of like Shivers is like this, like it's like your connection to the city, kind of. So that's how it knows it's been that long. It's one of my favorite skills. Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay, what is junior delinquency?
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
He puts the handkerchief in his coat pocket. What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Fair enough. Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Turn to Lieutenant. This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? I heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it. 83%.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker on your ledger, right on the cover.
Voila! Looks very modern.
I'm gonna be honest. This check applies some official force on the padlock. I save scummed to pass it, and the only thing I got out of it was my pry bar breaking. Because that's a no matter what fail, I believe. Like, you succeed, but not in the way you expect. Right, we were looking for the boy. Before you, a drawbridge. It can only be lowered from the other side. Okay, fine. I have to equip it first.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Apply some official force on the padlock. 83%.
You jam the pry bar between the lock and the staple and apply force. Your biceps bulge from the strain. The metal creaks and squeals. The pathetic old wood, rusty screws, and one nail stand no chance against the forces of leverage. From deep within, a bellow rips. Suddenly, the pry bar snaps. Metal shavings fly everywhere. The upper half, between the lock and the staple, falls to the ground with a thunk.
Look at the broken tool in your hand.
The broken edge of the snapped pry bar is smooth. Took the tip right off.
The fuck? How is this even possible?
Tools break, officer. Try to control yourself.
Okay. I broke the pry bar. Where do I get a new one?
I don't know. You don't? Or maybe we'll find a new one. I don't carry more than one pry bar with me.
He looks up at the bell tower.
I thought this was a lousy way to enter a place of worship that's already in disrepair. I guess the church agreed.
Well, we don't have a pry bar anymore. I had to save scum the first time because I went with one of the pre-made builds and it was not the physical one. Oh, this is cool too.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Door. Unopenable. What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
We are pry barless, but it's okay. We should have listened to Kim though. He was right. This is also an impossible check. Like, not just because it says impossible here. It's, you can't get in here at all. Anyway, let's do it anyway. Open the door.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Well, I guess not an impossible check, but it doesn't give you what you want, and what you want is in. Huh. The door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
I don't accept this.
No. We've gotten into every
Exactly.
door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
Exactly, rhetoric. This is unacceptable. But that's who I am. Who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it.
When do we get the DLC where we can open this door?
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
He looks at the door with a rueful smile. Walk away. This is so sad. These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. The building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one. The chain trails off into the ocean, to who knows where. This barrel has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil. Fuel oil. I like navigating through the game with WASD, but it's kind of hard sometimes. Cigarette butts, cleaned away under a rock. Brand T.O. I couldn't read it in time. Someone made a campfire here, a long time ago. A rusted, broken control box for the radio relay tower. This ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten it away. Oh, a scented scarf. Let's put that on. Oh, we don't have anything for neck. We do. We had the tie before, but we... Oh, why did we take the tie off? That looks stupid. Oh, our outfit is complete. No, scented. What does it smell like? This light springtime scarf smells like men's cologne mixed with cheap laundry detergent. Someone must have left it behind, probably from a date. Wear it if you want to delude yourself that spring has arrived. Oh, I forgot that they gave you reason for the stats. +1 shivers, springtime cold, -2 physical instrument allergies. Nice. I'll probably take it off if we need a physical... Well, I will take it off if we need a physical check, but... Free meat. I wonder what he's allergic to. I mean, if I had to guess, it'd be the men's cologne. But it could be the cheap laundry, too. Can I? No, I can't get behind the church. The sign reads St. Brune 1147. I wasn't expecting that autosave. Okay. We need to get over there. There we go. Wait, go back. To your right. A white-bellied cornamont eyes you suspiciously. Oh, it's a type of animal. It must have taken a lot of patience to do this. It's kind of impressive. Anyway, hi!
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Those are two very different dialogue options. Dear child, it's freezing. Where is your hat?
Huh?
She looks up at you, distracted. I said, you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I do have a hat on. Don't you see my wonderful outfit right here? Very suited for the cold.
You don't have to do anything.
I should. And I do. Exactly.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too, if you're planning on staying outside in this weather. It's not a good hat for the cold, but nothing about my outfit is.
Yeah, well... Look man, fuck the hat.
Fuck the hat? How dare you?
Your pulse rises.
I'm not gonna try and regain authority. That's a terrible option. Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else.
I'm not doing it.
My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
There's a pained expression on her face. She'll answer your questions now. Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
What's your name?
Estelle.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname?
Why?
I guess strawberry blonde? I wouldn't really consider this kind of hair color blonde though. I'm from the police. It's for paperwork.
Okay, it's Berger.
Estelle Berger. What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it.
Oh, we
Why
completed a
attack?
thought. How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where did you get the mic from? Yeah, we finally got a thought after so many hours.
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum? I would go to a place called the Palaceum. It sounds pretty cool.
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
That's what I'm saying. I would go there.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
That's a good name for a street. Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. I say, not homophobically.
Yeah, there might be some. I don't think they look down on the homosexual underground there. The Palaceum's not that kind of place. It's cool.
My cat's in my room. Hi. It might pick up on the microphone if he yells. I'm not saying I have a problem with homosexuals. Oh no, you completely misunderstood me. I might be a homosexual myself.
Oh, well, good for you.
No, Harry is gay, not homophobic. Now that Arno guy you mentioned.
Oh yeah. I guess even with your modern take on sexuality, you wouldn't be in the Van Eyck demographic.
She looks you over, assessing your age. I get down. Oh. Twitch blocked the big gay message. That's kind of funny. No, I approve of the big gay. I get down.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe I shouldn't have chosen that dialogue option. I grind.
Is that some kind of term for the homosexual underground?
It means I'm hip beyond my years.
That's cool.
She breathes on her fingers. Looks like she doesn't know what to say. I'm so hip. You're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
She squints her eyes for a second, trying to remember something, then lets go of it. Actually, I had some non-mic questions for you.
Okay.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
What happened to the old headphones?
Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Break up with him.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are those recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps.
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
The girl is cold all of a sudden. Very cold.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high. She is on some kind of stimulant, amphetamine or methadone. and its effects are wearing off fast. She will begin to experience more and more valleys now, and fewer peaks.
Take this, you're cold.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Give her your hat. Here, you need this more than I do.
Thanks.
Goodbye. Goodbye, hat. It's okay. She puts it on. It's a bit large for her. Just pretend she's wearing it right now, okay? You said it's supposed to make music. It's supposed to be a music place. What is it?
That?
What is?
The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
It's okay. We've sacrificed our hat for a good cause.
And who are these boys?
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice.
I mean, I went to like a concert thing in it's not a church anymore, but it used to be a church. So it could work.
There will never be a club for anodic music here.
Or not.
Not in a million years.
What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
No, not like a mega church. Not like a mega church. Electronic instruments. Like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
I don't know what a found sound is. So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Did you put a padlock on the church?
No.
No?
Not really, no.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Show her the sticker on your ledger. So this isn't yours?
It's Noid's.
Why did this Noid person put a padlock on the church door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
I think we could handle demons. I think so. We already went to the cursed, commercial district area.
Should you? Weirdos. Sounds bad somehow.
Enough about the church then. I had another question.
Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, that's it for now.
Okay. Bye.
We're gonna put on some. Oh, never mind. We gotta do the thought. I forgot about that.
Date of birth generator.
Nice.
You were born in the year 07. In the last year of the commune of Revachol, right before it fell, in the old military hospital on the ground floor, where people usually came to die during a snowstorm. The revolution had about 1 year left to go, and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You are 44 years old. The bloating might never leave your face, but beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope.
Okay, so Harry is 44 years old. And I get learning cap for logic raised to 4 and -1 difficulty to all physique passes. I think that's a good thing. -1 difficulty. So, because we know that we're younger than we thought we were. I see. That's pretty good. Where's this minus electrochemistry? Oh, inexplicable feminist agenda. We need that though. We're a feminist. Nice. Okay, let me put on some empathy clothes. If I have any. There we go. Okay, we gotta lose this jacket. We gotta go on the pinball maker's coat. +1 empathy. Niflox blues. I don't know what that means. And hand-eye coordination is not explained. That would be nice. But I understand why not, because there aren't a lot of clothes. So it doesn't take a lot of time to just sort through all of them. So we got +2 empathy. Where's the other empathy coming from? Oh, there's sunglasses. I see.
Hello again.
The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. 28%.
The device is cold
Okay.
to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
28% is not 50%. Actually, that's it for now. Dang it. I put on this coat for nothing. Let me put a hat on. Yes, I got my orange bum hat. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go in this
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
He points his thumb at the lieutenant.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm pretty sure they're about the same age.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
He gestures for you to squeeze in. Hell yeah. Canisters filled with what appears to be watered. The label says distilled. A pile of nasal sprays. Brand name Nosafed Ultra. That's like... do we have any Nosafed? I thought we did. I guess not. I'm pretty sure. I think the Nosafed is the health one. Anyway.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead.
Get ready for my favorite character in this game.
Egg!
Egg! The tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably hypnotic music. I'm gonna assume you mean the main one, Andre.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Egghead is in fact ascending. That's... I love it. I love his portrait. Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Was there something you wanted? Your friend Estelle said there was a problem with the church.
Ah, so you've met her? Good. Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads.
Dopeheads!
Burnouts.
Burnouts! He angrily spits on the screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Reversholt.
Strike that! The word!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
What kind?
The spooky kind.
What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge. Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
That's true.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Well, I don't think the Ecclesiastes wanted their church to be turned into a club either. But I'm gonna take this task. He does look like he's being beamed up. That's why I love him. I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
He claps his hands enthusiastically. Help ravers start a nightclub. That is, I do not want... Okay. A community place, not a nightclub.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks.
Estelle told me Noid put the padlock on the door. Why?
I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in a hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long, like a week maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
I don't think Harry is making his way into the afterlife, whether or not he helps these people turn the church into a nightclub. I don't think he is. 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that.
No, it was not very hardcore. I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Okay. The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden, cool infused move, tossing it in your general direction. Let's do this. We got this. Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you. 92% chance.
You sense
Yes!
the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Thanks, man. Play it cool.
The speed freak nods to you.
That's what a cool cop does.
A respectful nod. You proved something here.
I did. I'm so cool. Right, other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them, and you want the police involved.
Well, there's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen anyone.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
The woman, red hair maybe? A lorry woman?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
But not really. Brown hair. Old. Heavy, dark sides.
So which one is it?
What Noid said.
What was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Non-human means a predator.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
A crab man.
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
I don't think crabs can climb on ceilings.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Ambush behavior. Nod. Crab man.
Crab man!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
I would be afraid too.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
I believe in the crab. Can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
I guess kinda. I didn't know crabs could climb vertically. But like, they're talking about a crab on the ceiling. You'll see what we mean when we get in there. I'll talk to Noid then.
Good idea.
How can you be sure they're burnouts and dopeheads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
Why not? Let's go with that.
I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
You mentioned some kind of... I can't remember how to say that word. Eclistices own the church. Who are the Eclistices?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Before we go on, what do you mean by Meteoroan?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
Meteo?
Meteo, a country, on Muindi. On the Muindi Isla.
He looks at you, squinting his eyes to see if you're kidding. And what is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And
they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system,
No?
It doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church.
You're totally wrong about that.
If you're sure.
The Paracanassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Paracanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance!
He violently shakes the tape player as to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore!
Alright.
Unity!
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse!
He turns the volume up and then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious to you. As if it's obvious you will now break into dance.
You feel it, the anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the bass, as if testing the waters.
No words, enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What is a posse?
Your posse's like your people, man. Like you got your cup posse. You look out for each other and you party together. That's a posse.
And where is your posse, detective? Nothing comes to you. The world is silent.
That's a bit of a mood killer. Oh, it's because I failed. It sounds like you're just saying random things. Love, posse, make noise.
Are we?
He looks at you, mysteriously.
Yeah!
The one with a large head really enjoys it when his friend gets mysterious. I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
I am getting it. I now understand. It was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Anodic music is about love, and so is the Paracasian church.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
He's really enjoying this music.
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with the screwdriver still in hand. Approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
What's with all the Nosafed?
The what now?
He leans in to hear you better. Point at the bottles of nasal spray in the corner. The Nosafed Ultra. You have a lot of it lying around. He is royalty. He is.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Good. Now into the next thing.
Yes. What?
Alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Okay. That's it for now.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Okay, we gotta put on some logic clothes. Right now we're at -1 logic because of these sunglasses. Oh, shirt. There we go. Oh, this jacket. Okay. We got +2 logic. Let's go.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
28%. Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze.
Okay, so the Speed
Dang it.
Freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Youths like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young, too. But you digress.
What's the gist of it?
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. This is going well.
I think this is going well too.
Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
That's it for now.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Yep, their story checks out. Come on. Nothing suspicious here. More tribal markings. The post is covered in little humanoids. Why did it just zoom in? I did not do that. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Trash from some unending party. Push it over.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push it over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Nice. Let's go to the church. There's a hill there.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Open the padlock with the key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open. Feels like electricity and a very small piece of nothingness.
Let's go.
Push on the doors.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
I like the church. It's quite beautiful. Nice. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. More of a forked lighting pattern you saw outside. Lighting pattern. The blackboard is filled with weird, complex equations. They look recent. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. God interacts with everything. Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring your view. Oh, a scarf! Mesk Banger's silk scarf. A figure drawn in frost on the window, depicting a deer. A cracked pane of glass, colorful. A spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Shoes! Empathy shoes! Mesk Banger's red brogues. And money. $1.50. A portable Harman Wowshi tape recorder. Cold wind blows in from the broken gallery. Makes your skin crawl. Is it possible it's recording something? It is a recorder. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tapes spinning on empty. Someone siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Kneel.
Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass.
Close your eyes first.
The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you. It covers you from the wind outside. Cold air seeps in through the crack in the glass, cooling the sweat on your forehead. Makes you shudder.
Open your eyes.
The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips, and a glint in her green-blue eye of what? Compassion? Remorse?
I understand the first 3 options, but it's not possible to live. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to choose that one.
As that great and desperate thought passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder.
Do the same as you get up.
Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
This is Dolores Day.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the Delorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of this place?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
340 years ago, actually. What else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them, the 7 sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
He looks at the machinery lying around. How did I know this is the mother of humanism? 42%.
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Wait, what exactly is an innocence?
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
A ruler?
More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Is one in office now?
No, we are alone.
Okay, when did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi. She is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world.
What else do I know about her?
Many things. You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene la Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé. Also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty.
Okay, what else? Was she smart?
Terribly. Women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
How come?
It was on her advice that Irene la Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
Wow.
Wow indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest. Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress.
I want more.
As did we all. The lands of the Mesk and the Occident, and even far away Supramuindi, altogether 21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning.
Her crowning.
In a city called Advesperaskit in Vespa Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt.
I don't care how she looked. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me.
Oh, she was insultingly beautiful. She was humanity's young mother, a perfect mother. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen.
Then what?
One of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else.
What?
Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well. glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology.
Was there something terrifying about her?
Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her terriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs.
What happened? Kim is just standing here while we're having a conversation in our mind while looking at this. I think that's kind of funny. Anyway, what happened?
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerated into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacentic, mare interregnum.
Goodbye. Have a good rest of your day.
Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes.
The lieutenant's calm voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
She's somehow connected to the case.
She's been dead for 300 years. I am almost 1,000% certain she isn't connected to the case.
That's not 1,000% though. He takes his glasses off to clean them.
None of this is, in fact. This church, the coast, this isn't a good place to get lost in.
Visual calculus. Reconstruct the cracked glass.
The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that splits the female figure. Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emulsion. What it said, you do not know.
Turn away. Okay, now we actually progress the story quest. Though I find the world building of this game really interesting. I think it's very convenient that Harry doesn't know things, but does know things, so that the game can explain it to us. It's very convenient. It's not bad convenient though.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
Says the lieutenant, stepping closer. He seems cautious around the machine.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful to not touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible Interim printer.
Wait, let me just investigate it. Step behind the computer.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
Look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smouldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents.
Press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's not clear whether she recognizes your voice. I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just says log Feb to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Fortress Accident, like the one in the doomed commercial area?
I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brune, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brune, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, that's the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call. Press off, silent.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Okay. So we gotta find the password.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait. I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Turn to Kim. What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing. It's beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Try to see beyond the shadows. Yes!
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
On the ceiling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
I mean, it's pretty tall. Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
The lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you're seeing.
Oh no. You've lost sight of it. Where did it go? Prepare for an attack.
Blink. Oh, that's a little freaky. But
you
there he
see
is!
something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
Hello!
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
What's up?
Is that a man? A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently. The crab man.
Hey, who's there?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Hold on. Stop it right there. Pussy? What's with this?
You know what? I'm not scared. I just don't understand what female sexual organs have to be associated with weakness. He's right.
You really got a case of frayed nerves, pussy. And this usage comes from pussy laminus. Everybody knows that.
I didn't know that.
Oops.
Yeah, Rhetoric, you were supposed to tell me that.
Chill out, man. Here you could receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
He can probably hear you, Kim.
Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
I like the last option. Oh, hell no. And run away. I'm not gonna run away though. Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem. And it's been getting out of hand lately, but...
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
I am paying attention to what he's saying.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
For some reason, I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church. Thought gained. Wasteland of reality. It gives -2 physical instrument because of insomnia. It has been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic and that it's a sickness and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground. Your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this, even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. Oh, this is good. Is this the alcohol quitting a thought?
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in. You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
What were you before you became a crab man?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memories too, and it haunts me.
No, man. You gotta let that shit go. Then the mother's light touch will fill you with rapture.
He looks at you as if he wants to pat you on the back.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows. Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
My name is Harry. Extend your hand for a greeting.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He ignores your hand. His limbs a mere shadow below the ceiling, not above. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
This mother of silence, you mean her?
No. There's a new god in town, and she can be painted or sculpted because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
Him calling us Holmes implies the existence of Sherlock Holmes. Unless there's like another meaning for it. But I think it implies the existence of Sherlock Holmes.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, at one with the state of the world before reality began.
You sure you didn't just switch to one drug from another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Faith is kind of a drug.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
Okay, he makes a good point. I was being insensitive. Sorry. Let's move on.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time.
I still don't understand what you're doing in this church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
How did you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way. It didn't belong to me.
Are these yours? Show him the scarf and shoes you found lying around.
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Thank you.
They look pretty dapper, actually.
They're pretty nice. Right, I had other questions.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
He responds, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Wait, do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore.
Though he used to, a long time ago.
Thanks, I didn't need to know that. So what do you think about the nightclub that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Wait, so there is another person living in the church, and it's a Vegeta.
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Wait, what if it's Ruby?
I think we already established that it wasn't, but okay.
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
The lieutenant seems to be thinking the same. He takes out his little notebook.
You mean like a fugitive?
He glances at the abandoned radio computer on the other side of the nave, pulsing with light. Then he shakes his head.
No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines.
I see. And where is she now?
The lieutenant seems contented with that answer.
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
Right, thanks. I'll see if I can find her some other way.
You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Have you by any chance heard the Vegeta say the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, Esse. You need it for something.
Honestly, I just want to break into a radio computer, see what's on it.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
Thank you.
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
I think he's calling her a nihilist. Okay then, thanks.
I think we're done here, Esse.
The figure crawls off into the darkness above.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
Probably not. I think it's funny that they do it so like Harry blinks and he leaves. Because I don't think they wanted to animate that climbing animation. Let me look at the empathy. Oh right. We already looked at that. Empathy and pain threshold. Anyway, let's break into the
machine's
computer.
keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press play again.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Let's try this again. I think I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press print.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read the printout.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church, the door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esca series, something advanced.
Why would she need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
A data loss.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business, the one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
Read the sixth entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right, towards the silence. Read the seventh entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be? Look at the water basins behind you.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
Read the eighth entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again.
It's actually hypnotic dance music?
Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
She must be describing a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read the 9th entry.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me. I was the one who broke into that radio computer. And the storekeeper must be, Pleasance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Listen, Kim. It's for science.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Exactly. Thank you, interfacing. Read the 10th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
I quite like her portrait. Okay, Harry moved. Very polite.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're looking for a suspect in a murder investigation. We thought they might be hiding here.
No one's hiding here.
She barely looks up from her computer. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
Well, actually, there's a guy in the rafters.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
I'm not sure she's rebooted the machine. I guess it's rebooted. She did say 2 seconds.
What is it?
The woman is still hunched over over the keyboard, gently illuminated by the purring machine. I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
It does not look like a big loss to her. Hey, are you the lead programmer of Rural Untethered by any chance?
Yes. Or, no. Not anymore. That project is dead.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens her back.
Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
She turns back to the terminal.
That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen the Crab Man?
Nope.
But you know he's around?
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
Okay, it's probably not a big deal then.
No, you're right. I'm not.
Her voice trails off as she bends over to tinker with the machine's printer. Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say, a woman named Ruby?
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. It is true.
Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIM prefix processing unit.
RAIM prefect, that's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that antenna, is it processing unit? Is its processing unit? I missed the S.
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
Not really.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
Wait, what's on air?
On the front. The unified front of radio waves. Licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region. It's all around us. That's what on air means.
And the AR-1, is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far, I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
What are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core, the light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
My bad. What about those bowls of water over there?
They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Right. I'll try not to touch anything. Next question.
Great.
She dwells back into the glowing terminal. What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
I do. There's a hint of amusement in her tired eyes.
They're bloodshot. She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately, has she?
I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
She says, ready to stand her ground. What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Ooh, I remember this.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
A hole in the world. What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
There's something frantic about her as she locks her gaze with you, her eyes shining like pearls.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
She's suddenly absorbed in the conversation, waiting for your answer.
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Hold on a moment. Does it mean we're living in a world that has holes in it?
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out?
I can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist, let alone measure it.
You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
She grows silent, staring at her circle of basins. It looks like some ancient ritual. Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Do you have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
She looks up, eyes trying to pierce the pitch black heights above, but without much success.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark, most of the tower disappearing into the shade.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the Crab Man lives.
I know.
You don't think Crab Man might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
Okay. You said the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
Okay. That's all I want to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now. One second, let me get a ruler actually. I do have a ruler. Yeah, that's really small.
Great. Thanks.
How do you feel about hypnotic dance music?
What? I hate it.
Okay, wow, that was quick. Why do you hate it?
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right. But how do you feel about a club for hypnotic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
A youth center would be nice.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Okay.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
That's very fair. Right, I'll let you work in peace now. Okay, let's go talk to them. Again, because I failed that check to ask. Whether they really want to build... Oh, there it is, there's the bridge. A nightclub. Oh, I didn't talk to Estelle again about the thing.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels
The guy.
on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us?
Can't say.
With the church,
Sorry.
I mean.
Can't say. Gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurting out Crabman than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
I don't think she cares much.
He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
I saw him. I saw the crab man.
You saw him? Does it mean that you went in there? Did you see the other spooker, the one in Grandma's clothes?
I did see them both, yes.
Good, so you believe me. You should go tell this to Andre. He'll know what to do next.
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
Aha, okay. Maybe I'll ask later on about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Oh, I got more, Suna said something was amiss. As a plus. Okay. About the church. I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh, man. Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest, very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying, from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
I don't think anyone can catch him. He can climb vertically on walls. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I dunno, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead program of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place.
Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
Okay, maybe I'm kind of feeling it.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Ja oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it?
She did not like the Anotic dance club idea.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, Honor Man.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
I'm sure some other kinds of ecstasy too.
The lines in the dark exist! Coexist!
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what she just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you.
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
Hehehe. We got, confronted him about Suna's hint. Okay. 58%.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids. Now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when, where, and how, I fell sick and became the shadow that you see now. Before that, I've reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are!
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm a disgrace to the uniform.
What happened?
Disco happened.
I've been trying to say we need the next step in dance music to happen fast!
Shut it!
What? I have! I've said that!
Now, obviously, that might as well been 1,000 years ago. But there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
This isn't the making of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
You do.
One speaker.
One.
They have one speaker.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawned them, likely for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
Nosefed is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
There's no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Preposterous?
I meant to say, not true.
Suna said you've been lying about your plans. Your answer was very unconvincing.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We are on a mission here.
So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act.
You can tell me...
It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
Sorry. You tell me what's really going on, and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling for backup and hauling you off to the pen, for starters.
Okay, man. Okay. Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Because we do! We totally do!
We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
To get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
Probably.
But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
Okay. I am gonna proceed with the club, because I really like this quest line. Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for anodic music.
Yeah!
The young man's smile widens in human proportions. His teeth beam in the floodlight. You know, maybe he's the next Innocence. Because that is not natural.
I knew it.
The would-be leader drops his spike head between his knees.
It's impossible now.
No, it's not.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for anodic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
What's that about a fish?
There needs to be a club for anodic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
I like how this guy thinks.
This will be nothing. You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind, a grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Jérôme and all the houses on Main Row. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa La Bosse.
Wait, does anyone feel that?
What?
Nothing. Let's call this incident crime prevention, but I have my eye on you.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs.
He raises his head from between his knees.
We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
Hell yeah. That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Now, that was a convenient auto save, but I'm still gonna save. Now, on that note, I will be ending stream here. Where am I? There we go. This was fun. Getting back into Disco Elysium. This is one of my favorite quest lines, actually. So I'm excited to continue that next week. But thank you all for tuning in. And like I said, I'll be back next week with more Disco Elysium. Goodbye. I hope everyone has a great night.